book granting the wand the ability to shoot fire. It actually shoots bombs, which are great.
Man.
They hit something, they explode, the screen flashes, everyone's happy.
Indeed.
So yes, so look like standard prices and standard shops, except for that the Big Shield has been switched out for the book, which is now the purchasable item. So we will be seeing a book as an item in some sort of dungeon and or White Sword ladder spot location.
And depending on how frisky these guys are feeling, and depending on how quickly they think they might get a wand, the book could be a big purchase for these players.
Oh, absolutely.
As we see Zugman finding the Take Any heart in the grave there, signifying it might be second quest still. I mean, it's looking more and more like second quest straight, but we'll have to see a bit more caves as Zarby tries to bomb, confirming more second quest here. This might be straight second quest.
Yeah, all signs are pointing towards true second quest, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that it could still be mixed. Now, the two different quest overworlds have some big differences between each other. The first quest has a lot less whistle and power bracelet spots on the overworld. So those two items are a lot less likely to be required in first quest overworld. Now that we have second quest and or mixed quest overworld, that whistle is going to open up a lot of locations for these players, so they're going to be looking for that.
Indeed, and another thing to keep on mind, if this is straight second quest, there is only one large secret out there in the overworld, and that could matter for a lot of things. It could matter for if these players want to purchase a blue ring, if these players want to purchase that book to do the boomstick. With only one large secret out there, if this is straight second quest, that's going to be problematic.
Yeah, absolutely. Money is definitely going to be tight if it is true second quest.
And Zupin finding what could be a helpful hint or could be a deceptive hint. We don't know quite yet, but it said the magic boomerang was by a lake as the white sword item.
Wow, and how lucky this is. We know that the overworld is not shuffled. We'll find out right here on Zugman's side. If he finds a level on his side alongside Zarby, who found a level at level 1, we will guarantee that we do not have caves shuffled. So caves are standard, and they are second quest caves and second quest dungeon locations. So we could go ahead and mark all those off on your map right now. Stay tuned.
All right. Yeah, it looks like the caves are not shuffled, and Zarby picks up his heart. But level 1, a good spot to go to. Because it's going to have 2 items in it. So I think that's where Zugman is going to head to, now that he sees that level 3 is at the normal spot for second quest. And it's a little confusing, because normally level 2 is there in the game, but the game's programming with the way the randomizer happens with second quest, it's actually level 3 that is there in the randomizer. But yeah, it looks like Zugman's going to level 1 as Zarby takes a unfortunate death. But now both players in level 1, this is a good spot to be.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that I continuously mix up, and as I'm trying to track it right now, level 3 and level 2 are switched, level 7 and level 8 are switched, and level 5 and level 4 are switched.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and it looks like we, as Chad is pointing out, we might be dealing with 0 HP here. It feels like it. At least 0 HP enemies. I haven't checked out the bosses quite yet.
0 HP is huge, especially for these two players who already have a wood sword. That means they can just pop everything that's not a boss type enemy with one hit, and or boomerang. There are some enemies that have an inherent boomerang immunity, though. Those enemies include Dark Nuts and Wizrobes. Let's see, what else is there? I think there's P-Hats, maybe? Not sure.
Not sure.
But there are a few, that have immunity. Overall, Zarby said we find the magical wand.
That's a awesome huge pickup early.
Huge pickup. Both these players found the ladder. Let me mark that off.
So the wand right there, we know the boomstick's in play, but that also just gives a great range weapon and a quick Triforce for Zarby. But it's a great range weapon early on, especially both players don't have a candle right now either. But I imagine with not shuffled caves, they both have already found a candle shops, and if they know their second quest caves, they know where the 100 secret is, they know where the 30 secrets are. They can pick up some money and try to get that candle as quickly as possible. As Zarby goes back in for an extra key, that's not a bad option early on. Get some extra keys when you can. Yeah,
with second quest overworld though, and only that one money secret, and you raise the money for a boomstick, you make that large purchase, you are kind of pushing yourself into a corner here as far as defense go. If you find the blue ring, you're most likely not going to be able to pick it up unless you get a lot of drops, a lot of money drops throughout the seed.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how... I mean, with 0 HP enemies, you know, it alleviates a little bit of the defense that you would need, but I'm not sure how these players are really comfortable with their combat in the randomizer, and if they would normally pick up a blue ring, I'm not sure. So we'll have to see as that goes. As we get a Triforce on Zookman's side as well.
Yep, so they're just one step behind each other right now. Both have the wand, both have the ladder, which are two awesome items to start with. Sword
yeah, early on.
They know the candle locations, they know boomstick locations. We're going to see some really standardized routing in this, but we're going to see a lot of action all at once. I'm really, really excited for this combination of flags right now.
Yeah. And Zarby going over to check the vanilla level 2 spot in first quest is probably going to find the lake. Yep, he does, but he doesn't have the recorder. But I think that's just kind of a notion on his side to be like, all right, now I know it's second quest. It is second quest only now.
Yeah, if he had any doubts whatsoever before, he knows for sure. And now he knows that he can go to the blue ring spot and find level 3 waiting over there for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I have gotten these backwards. How did I do that? I'm fixing it now.
And we still don't know what the white sword item is, but Zookman does have 5 hearts that can go after the white sword item. And
oh no! The worst situation. Big thing with the screen scrolling on this game. When you opt to use screen scrolling, make sure that the opposite side of the screen is open for you to walk through. Otherwise, you will find yourself in a situation like Zookman was right there. He was essentially... Oh, no, I'm not going to say essentially. He was soft locked there. He was stuck inside the wall.
Yeah, that I've definitely had that happen inside of any percent runs, and it doesn't feel good.
No, it does not at all.
So yeah, the soft lock, you have to up an A, and that's why up an A is allowed in here, and because there are cases where you absolutely have to up an A in the randomizer. One of them being something like that.
Yeah, it's not even recommended at times, it is required at times, so make sure you have a second player controller. Normal heart container on the coast there, that's a good pickup for everyone.
And now Zarby has the 5 hearts, giving him increased, much increased odds to get the whatever the white sword item may be. It might be a white sword. It might be shuffled with the other items. We'll have to find out. Zookman goes for that 100 secret, and he's already got the blue candle, which is a good pickup for him because he needs that to get into level 8 down in the forest. So far in the chat, it says, what does up and A do? So if you're in the menu on the main game, on the main controller, and you have a second controller plugged in, and you press up and A together, it basically is a death warp. It takes you to the death screen so that you can save, quit, or retry. Or basically like continue, save, retry. So basically it's a way to insta-death. And what that can do is warp you around the dungeons and around the overworld, and it's necessary if you soft lock like Zookman did.
Yes. Right. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We have a candle pickup on Zarby's side as well. That's going to be big, and I wonder if he's actually not going down to the candle spot. He's instead going back over to level 2. Okay. He just realized, he's like, wait a minute, I can't go there again. I've already checked that out. So now I think he's going down to check out what will be level 8, I believe. And, ooh, he's got some Lionels here he's got to deal with before he doesn't want to die. He's down to very few hearts.
Yeah, and those Lionels do some major damage. 2 hearts of damage per each beam hit, or if you walk into a blue one. I think the red ones, if you walk into them, it's still 1 heart of damage.
Yeah. But he does find level 8, a nice clip, actually. That tree clip is not trivial. And he does a really nice first try tree clip to get into the level.
Yeah, definitely saves you a lot of time because there's only one path to get to the other side. So if you can't clip through that bush and you're not familiar with using that maneuver, you're gonna have to walk at least 3 screens away just have 3 screen transitions just to get into that level that you just opened up. And really, especially in a race, you want to save all the seconds you can. So that great clip again by Zarby.
Yeah, and if we have vanilla dungeon shapes, we might have a Goma block in level 8 here, depending on what this staircase is. If this is an item, we will have a Goma block inside of level 8, which is they'll need to find the bow and gather some arrows to kind of navigate through level 8. We'll see.
Yes, and since we found the wand and the ladder in level 1, we know that the items are all shuffled. And we also see a power bracelet over on Zugman's side as Zarby89 takes a death to that Goma. Ugh. Nobody likes spiders. That's
a nasty Goma room, especially when you have very little health. So I think if he's careful here with 3 hearts, he can damage boost through it. But with only the 2 or 1 that he had before, it was much harder.
Yeah, now we can at least take 1 bop. He can just power his way through into that passageway. Hopefully, it's an item for him. But I think he's actually hoping for the passage since there was that block earlier. So,
and it is an item.
Not necessarily the one he wants, but on 0 HP enemies, that is a great ranged item. If he didn't have the wand, that would be the number 2 item right there.
Absolutely. So the wooden boomerang. And he picks it up, which is, I think with 0 HP, it becomes much more valuable. But the other thing with that, too, is that you can pick up dropped items from enemies inside of rooms that you normally couldn't get to. So it's not a bad pickup, especially early on in the game.
Totally agree. Zugman, after he picked up that power bracelet, found his way right into level 5. He's making good progress and good work through this level. Greeted with some Pole's voice here. Normally these are very strong enemies and you need either the bow or a lot of sword hits to take them down. But with 0 HP enemies, it kind of makes a lot of these enemies trivial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except for Gomas.
Except for Gomas. You can't do that. Oh my god, all the Gomas.
Yep. Spider infestation everywhere.
My arachnophobia is kicking in right now. It's terrible.
That's, hopefully that's the last of the Gomas. Hopefully level 5 and level 8 is all we'll see, but you never know in Zelda Randomizer.
And I believe Mattis Silverman in chat is asking, is this always 0 HP? And the answer is no. This is a random % tournament, so there's a lot of flags to this randomizer. It's a very polished randomizer, and there's a lot of flags in here that may or may not be turned on, and we and the runners do not know what they're going to be in for until they start playing the game and start figuring things out. So one of the settings for enemy HP is they can be 0 HP, they could be normal HP, or they could be random HP. And in this case, we have 0 HP enemies.
You know, I like to think of it as a puzzle, as like solving a jigsaw puzzle. But instead of looking at the picture and doing it face up, you're doing it all face down. So first you have to figure out what the pieces are, and then you have to put the puzzle together.
Yeah, I like that. We get a good hint on Zugman's side if it's still truthful, which I would be under the assumption that we are on truthful hints here, helpful hints. Zugman had a hint that Gliok lurks with the any key, the magic key, which would be level 4, would have the magic key, which would be a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, especially since these guys are still low on keys, only went into a few dungeons, and the magic key can just open up infinite possibilities. Also speeds up your gameplay in general, since you don't have to clear every single room or start searching for keys. All you have to worry about now is Triforce and items and go.
Okay. And Adirondack Rick is pointing out in chat that we have deceptive hints here. We saw a Goma Dead Woods hint early on, so very interesting that we are in deceptive. So we'll see. Deceptive means that it could be true or it could not be true. I had a race earlier where we were in deceptive hints, but I never knew it because I thought every hint that I found was correct. So I thought we were in helpful hints when we were actually in deceptive.
Very easy mistake to fall upon, especially if you're one of the racers. You get one of those hints and you're like, oh great, I know exactly where everything is. And as soon as you find out that at least one of them is wrong, you never trust the hint again.
Yeah. And a good thing to point out as Zarby goes into level 3, a good thing to point out is that if level 4 does have the magic key, level 4 is going to be raft blocked. And so these runners will have to find the raft if that is true. I mean, to access level 4, they need to do it anyway. But they will have to get the raft to access level 4 and maybe that any key.
Yep, so either a raft, or if the whistle is on and they get the Triforce for level 5, will it still do that in second quest? Wait, yes? The raftle? No. I'm not sure anymore. But we'll find out.
I believe the levels are now named properly in the randomizer. As Zarby picks up the recorder, that's actually really big inside of level 3.
Yes, the recorder, the magical tutti flute.
Trenton, yes, it is a boomstick run.
Oh.
But we are dealing with second quest overworld, so with the access to the money situation the way it is, we may or may not see one of these players picking up the boomstick, especially when we have vanilla dungeon shapes. You can kind of know where you're going a bit more, so the boomstick loses a bit of value with that, also with 0 HP enemies.
Got a few new people coming in and asking what the boomstick is. We did define it before, but short version, too long, didn't read. Book plus wand equals infinite bombs. Infinite ranged bombs. You shoot, ranged bombs out of the wand. It's a randomizer specific program hacked in by the one and only creator F. Coughlin.
Yeah, great addition to the randomizer. As we see Zugman picking up the bow in level 5, we know that level 8 you need that. So I wonder if his money now is going to be going towards arrows at this point, or if he's going to keep digging dungeons as he can to see if the silver arrows are outside of 9.
Oh yeah, you never know in one of these random percent flag sets if Ganon is going to be required or not in order to find the princess in level 9. So at least having the silver arrows before you're entering, or at least knowing where they are, gives you a sense of security going in through that dungeon. So if you do run into a closed shutter door in level 9, you will be able to go ahead and find the piggy so you can open that up.
Yeah. And so yeah, Zugman now gonna find level 7. And he just needs to find the right bomb wall.
Definitely knows the locations of everything here in second quest. So it's a good thing for these racers who have been studying up their second quest. I know a lot of people went into this without a good general knowledge of second quest, and people have studied up. This is round 4. Some people have learned their lessons throughout rounds. Zugman found the magic shield in level 7, so that's the item that was switched and swapped with the book since the boomstick's needed.
Yep, and a Triforce pickup for Zarby on level 3. It is now 2-2 on Triforces, just a different 2 Triforces. And it's kind of hard to say who's in the lead right now, but I would maybe say Zugman has a bit of advantage. He's gone to a bit more dungeons, I feel, and he has the bow, and he's done a bit more of the kind of searching around for the larger dungeons, at least level 5. But it's still anybody's game at this point.
Oh, absolutely. So Zarby is now entering the 100 secret cave. He's going to pick up those 100 rupees, and he will be that one step closer to the book so he can start blowing up Hyrule.
Indeed.
The original terrorist of Hyrule is Link. He's not thinking of all the, what's the word, collateral damage that happens, throwing bombs all over the place.
I think I had seen something on like YouTube or something like that with it was like The Legend of Zelda from the perspective of the enemies in the game, of how Link is just like Jason from Friday the 13th, just like going to town and hatching up all the overworld. It's got all the music to it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's all about perspective, right?
Yeah.
Now, is Ganon the good guy, or is Link actually the good guy? Well, it's all up to you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
why
why
Randomizer, it is all up to you.
correct. In Randomizer, you can either play as Zelda, Link, or one of the enemies. And if you play as one of the enemies, you actually end up saving Ganon at the end and fighting Zelda. It's pretty entertaining.
And returning chaos to Hyrule.
Yes, exactly.
So both of these players actually playing as the classic Link sprite, but there are different sprite options built into the randomizer, and you can actually make custom sprites. We do have a lot of runners in this tournament with custom sprites that they've either them or a friend has made that they play with. It's actually pretty nice.
That's correct. And I personally like to play with the Tingle sprite.
I liked your custom sprite too.
Well, Tingle is my custom sprite.
Oh, okay. But before you had a different custom sprite that was.
Yeah, that one's not usually appropriate on turns now. Well, Zarby entering level 6 over at the graveyard spot. Now that he has the magical 2D flute, he can go in there and try to find himself the Triforce. And or bow, and or raft, and or silver arrows. Those are probably the 3 main items that he's looking for at this point.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice to go with the recorder to go over to level 6 instead of going towards level 2, which is the smaller dungeon. But it's just difference in routing. You know, you never know how it's all going to play out. But usually I try to leave these larger dungeons for later to know if I really need to search anything out in them, you know?
No, I totally concur. I think the only thing he's really concerned about right now is conserving his keys, but then he magically walks into the magical key and picks it up. That's that commentator's intuition right there. That's just like that's happened multiple times in multiple races now. It's just like you call an item and it immediately appears. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that means that hint was deceptive, but I forgot who got that hint. If it was Zugman, I think it was Zugman. So level 4, we don't know what the item is in level 4 now because it said the any key, and that was wrong. The old men lied to us.
Yeah, never trust a hint. Even if you think it's just a little hint, never squeeze it out.
Yeah. But a really big pickup for Zarby early on. Now his navigation of dungeons is just go, go, go. No stopping.
Right, he doesn't have to clear all these rooms looking for extra keys. He can go through any key door he wants, which, if there are Triforces behind it, can open up a number of possibilities for him.
And Zarby clearing out a lot of rooms of 7. The 7's proven to be pretty big with his navigation. And that's level 7, 33 rooms. It's the second biggest dungeon behind level 9 in the vanilla game, and it can be make or break in Randomizer as how much you search level 7.
Yeah, too many rooms, in my opinion. Too many rooms, and usually one or two ways just to get to the opposite end, and it takes so long to get there. There's so many potential bomb wall blocks and key door blocks that could be in from the southern to the northern edge, or from the eastern to the western part of the northern side. There's just like so many bad things that can happen.
And this manhandle are giving problems to Zugman. He's got to be careful. Yep, he's just going to leave and maybe try again. No, he's maybe just going to leave it. Zarby picking up level 6 Triforce. He pulls ahead in Triforces, but I think it's still pretty even at this point.
As far as exploration and knowledge goes, yes, I think it's dead even at this point. Zugman has seen the inside of a few levels and has the raft as well. The only thing that he's missing out on right now is that recorder. So once he finds that recorder, then that'll open up his possibilities. Zarby now moving his way over to the graveyard area. Not sure what he's probably just grabbing some money. He wants that boomstick.
That and since the caves aren't shuffled, he can still take the any road that's going to be right here to kind of warp him around. I mean, he does have the recorder to go to level 1 or level 3 if he wants, but he might end up just taking the any roads here. As I believe Zugman, did he find the Triforce? Sorry. Yes, he did. Yes,
Zugman has picked up the Triforce in level 7. Is going to say nope to the rest of that and head on out. We didn't see the item in 7 now, did we?
Yeah, it was the shield.
Oh yeah, the magic shield. That was early on. Wow, he was in that dungeon for quite a long time.
He was.
Yeah.
He was clearing a lot of rooms, I felt, but he might have been looking for some extra keys because he doesn't have the any key yet. 7, not a bad option to try to get some keys. But he was taking a bit of more time than than maybe some people would inside of level 7, especially when you already found the item and you're in Triforce mode. You're just trying to go, searching for that Triforce room.
Yeah, for sure. We got a boomstick, the first boomstick pickup of the game on Zoopman's side. Prepare yourself. Warning for those with any sort of epileptic problems or is prone to having seizures due to flashes of light. There's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah. And Zarby searching Death Mountain. I'm not sure if he's comfortable with second quest right now because he's searching a lot of unnecessary caves.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
Is going to cost him.
That's absolutely true. I'm not sure if he's referencing a map or thinks it's still mixed and is looking for more money, or if he's just playing it like a standard randomizer seed at this point with random overworld. But he did know the location of a few of those levels so far, so maybe he just studied up on the level locations and not the rest of the caves.
It's true. He might be looking for some more cash because he has that boomstick in mind that maybe he's trying to find some extra money situations.
Yeah, cash and hearts at this point.
Yep. And he's going to find a heart right here.
So definitely the right call by Zoopman going into this level 3. Level 3 is a pretty short dungeon, easy to clear, and we already know that the item in there is the recorder, and he's going to pick that up immediately.
Absolutely. Yep, here he goes, and this is going to be really big for Zoopman, especially if Zarby keeps exploring caves like this, that Zoopman's going to pull ahead. But we all know, we've seen it time and time again, that level 9 can be the great equalizer. And we never know. We've seen big leads just go away inside level 9.
That's true, and I've actually been the victim of that here in this tournament and in multiple races, definitely in my past. Level 9 has definitely been a detriment to my runs and can be in any one, so never take it for granted.
And Zoopman putting the boomstick to good use.
Every flash of light, another enemy just disappears. It's such a great item / weapon.
And again, Zoopman clearing out rooms that he doesn't need to clear out. So maybe just a little bit of inexperience with the randomizer and the rooms and kind of what drops and what he's looking for. But he's definitely clearing a lot of rooms that maybe people with a bit more randomizer experience would just opt out of.
I think he's just going for 100% all keys.
Maybe.
He might just be going for all the keys. Not the keys.
The keys.
The keys, yeah. Yep, Zarby going for another heart over here in the desert. Another one of the second quest specific heart locations.
And that's not a bad option. I mean, what we do know right now is I believe that boss HP is 0 and enemy HP is 0, but the Ganon HP setting is a different flag altogether. And if these guys don't go and get the white sword, then did we see the white sword item? Sorry, did people go and check that?
No, they did not.
Yeah, I don't think anybody actually checked that.
I think we saw Zoopman go from 5 straight across to 7. I don't think he checked it.
Okay, and we're getting word from chat. Boss HP is not 0. Sorry about that. I just saw some bosses go down quite quickly, so that was my mistake. As Zarby now picks up the power bracelet, he actually didn't have that before.
Oh, well.
That's all right.
We got it. Good enough.
And Zoopman I'm pretty sure he did basically a full clear of 3 here to get the Triforce. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that's all right. At this point, he is still ahead as far as exploration and Triforces go. And also, it looks like he knows a little bit more knowledge-wise, or is at least referencing a map. Now, there's nothing against the rules that says you can't know standard vanilla Zelda rules and look at a second quest map. So I highly recommend anyone who's unfamiliar with it pull it up and use it as reference. I'll even use it as reference, and I've been playing this game forever.
Yep, I have done it, and in the elimination rounds, we actually have that second quest dungeon layouts can be a thing, and I don't play second quest, so if I had a seed earlier that was vanilla second quest dungeon layouts, and I had no idea where to go, so I had to pull up a map to figure it out.
Yeah, it's different because you have the levels and they all spell out Zelda, but not in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 order. So like level 2 is a big what D, right? No, level 2 is an E.
Level 4 is the D.
All right, so yeah, see, I don't even know, so I'll be referencing maps as well.
I know that because I got stuck in it for a long time. So level 4 is the D. Level 1 is the E. Level I forget, level 2 or level 5 was the Z. I don't know.
Yeah. And then 6 or 7 and 8 are just crazy circular spirals. Yeah.
Stuff.
Yep. One is the normal function spiral, the other one is the inverse function spiral, and they're definitely long and drawn out dungeons, especially with all the passages in them. So Zugman's making his way over to the graveyard right now. Zarby's going to run his way south. He's probably going to enter at level 2 now that he has the whistle.
Yeah, that's the way he's going. I mean, he still has level 5, and this is not a bad option because, you can do level 2 now that you have the whistle, and then you can maybe go down and do level 8, and then kind of make your way back up to level 5 and the white sword item.
Yeah, definitely a nice, clean route there that you just described. Something similar to what I would do as well. But I don't knock anyone for doing level 2. It's a really quick level. There's not many rooms in it, and the drop item or the item in the dungeon is a drop item. So sometimes it's just laying out there on the floor for you to pick up, and you can get it on the way to the Triforce. Early Comp is fine for Zarby in level 2. That shows him exactly where it is, so if he does end up getting the item, he could just run his way right up there.
Yeah, indeed. And, with the Triforce being kind of all the way up inside level 2, the Crescent Moon there, he's going to probably get this item out of here for sure, because he's going to have to kind of wind his way up there anyway, or I don't know how his pathing is going to be actually. But I would probably wind through the rooms and try to cover all the ground before I hit the Triforce.
Yeah, absolutely. 7 keys in, Zugman goes and finds the magical key. So he just throws out his entire key ring, picks up that 1 key, and he's good for the rest of the game. Zarby unfortunately tried to attack that Gleeok. Now there was a chance that was a drop room, but that multi-headed Gleeok is just too arduous of a battle there for him, so he's just opt out of it. Hopefully he finds the item in a different room if that's what he's looking for right now, and doesn't have to make another round with that Gleeok.
Do we have shuffled drop rooms? Because that room, I've been seeing mostly the drop rooms being the same. If this might be the item right here.
We do not have shuffle drop rooms, so the 4th room is the item, and it is the raft. That's
a big pickup. That gives him access now to level 4, and now Zarby has access to all the levels.
Yep, that's right. It's the only thing that Zugman is missing is the raft right now to be able to access all levels. So yeah, that definitely picks up his pace a little bit here. Hopefully he does realize that he doesn't need to explore many more of these overworld caves and just go straight to dungeons, and then he'll have a really good chance at winning this base.
Yeah. And he's making the beeline right to the Triforce. This is great because he had that early pickup. He knows exactly where it is, and he's going to finish up level 2 very quickly.
Is it mandatory every time that you make a beeline that you make a buzzing sound on the way? Triforce.
Only if it's not from bees.
Yeah. No. Don't even get me started. No. Don't even get me started. Level 6 Triforce pickup for Zugman.
All right.
Both these guys. It looks like Zarby's going to take some time here to probably look at a map or think about where he's going.
Yeah, I think he's trying to figure that out now that he's like, all right, things are clicking. Hopefully that he knows where to go, and he's just trying to figure it out. But if I was him, you're right down near level 8. You got the candle. Let's just go in there. He's going to be, it's unfortunate that he's going to, be bow blocked in there. As Zugman trying to do a very difficult ladder clip.
Yeah, this is some weirdness going on in his. I don't think I've ever seen that where you can ladder clip through the wall there and continue back. Like usually, if you go that way, you transition the screen.
Yeah, that was.
He doesn't just clip through the screen, and I don't know. That's not how it's supposed to work. I'm gonna have to look at that again because it looked like he could have actually ladder clipped one more time and made it through that double solid block.
Yeah,
walked his way down south.
Thinking he was doing that, but he opts to just kind of whistle out of there. That is a difficult clip, the ladder clip there. It's done in some routes of the any percent and the 100%. Of the regular game, but it is not trivial, especially with projectiles firing at you. And Zarby now entering level 5, opts to go to 5, which is actually the correct choice. Interesting enough.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he's even gone into 8 yet. But if he would have,
actually, maybe Zarby did, because Zugman. Maybe it was Zarby that went into 8 because Zugman. Sorry, I must have been mixed up because Zugman just passed it and the bush wasn't burnt. So Zarby actually has already gone to 8. I got
me too. See, it's the battle of the Z's. The Z's.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Zarby, Zugman. Yeah. Watching 2 screens is difficult sometimes.
Yeah, Zarby Zugman, here's your host, Xandom Effect and Zam Evil. Hosted on Zed Gaming.
And Zugman's about to find the bad news here that we have the bow block. He'll search a bit more rooms and get the item, which he may or may not pick up now. I mean, he's got the wand, he's got the candle, he's got everything. I don't know if he's going to pick up the boomerang that is here in level 8. Yeah, then we got the battle of the resident sleepers in chat here.
Yeah, too many Z's. Not enough Frankers. Yep, he's gonna, if he makes his way past the scope, he's gonna find the boomerang, but then realize that he needs arrows. Yep. You need arrows.
And Zarby finding his way up to the northern part of level 5, but I do believe the bow is in kind of the middle section of level 5. I don't remember where the Triforce was, so if he finds the Triforce before the item, it's going to be interesting if he goes back in, knowing that he still needs the bow.
Yeah, good question. If he is straight up item searching, he will go back in. Otherwise, he's probably just going to move into 7 and hopefully find the item on the way there. Maybe delve back into 5 afterwards.
Yeah, he still has level 4 as well, so and he does have access to it, so you never know what he's going to do.
Yep, good thing is, both racers have the recorder. As soon as they pick up a Triforce, they are able to whistle back to these dungeon locations, or at least close to them, if Whistle to New Dungeons is not on. And I think we saw someone use the whistle, but I didn't see where it went to, so I forget if they are on or off.
Zugman did it when he got stuck on the ladder clip on the overworld, the world wrap, but I can't remember. I think it did whistle to the potentially the old locations because I think he went to level 6, the vanilla level 6, but I might be mistaken on that.
We're getting word in chat from Adirondack Rick that Whistle goes to first quest dungeon locations, and I trust almost everything Adirondack Rick to say.
That could be dangerous.
I like to live my life dangerously.
All right, so Zarby making his way around level 5. I think very soon he'll find that bow, which will be pretty much put him in Triforce and Go mode at this point, unless he wants to keep searching to confirm that red ring and silver arrows are outside of 9. But I would be under the assumption that is the correct case right now, based on all the items we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's still got to be careful. Even though these enemies are one-hit knockout enemies, right now Link is one-hit knockout, except for he just picked up a heart. But these blue Dark Nuts do 2 hearts of damage if you have no sort of defense ring. That's the situation he's in right now. So he could just get killed. Thankfully, he doesn't, though.
Ooh, that was close.
Very close. Half heart. Anything 1 bop right now will take him down, except for a bubble.
And Zugman now finding the raft in level 2, and that is a great pickup for him. So now Zugman should know that he is basically in Go mode. He just needs to, get through the dungeons, and hopefully, if he just needs to also get some wooden arrows. Hopefully, he has marked his map, because that's one thing that some people don't mark down is where some wooden arrows are, especially with second quest caves, to try to find those arrows so he can go through level 8.
Yep, and here we go. We have the bow pickup over on Zarby's side. He's going to bomb down one screen and be able to pick up that Triforce. And he is probably extremely happy at this point.
Indeed. I would be.
Yeah. He still has to buy arrows, though. He has enough for him. 85 rupees was enough for the standard price of arrows, which is 80. And he has seen Arrow Shop on the East Coast. Hopefully, he'll go back there and grab those. I'm not sure if I saw any other Arrow Shop, though.
I honestly can't remember. It's something I haven't paid attention to. I'm pretty bad about that. inside of Randomizer, especially when I'm not playing, to keep track of it.
What, you mean I have to write things down to remember them? Oh, jeez.
Zarby trying to go up the mountain and then maybe realizing, wait a minute, there's no level up there.
Also gonna skip the White Sword Cave there. Both players just went right by it. Yeah, so I guess they just are betting that it is the White Sword and think that Ganon's gonna be 0 HP too. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Both players have gone by it twice now.
Oh no. Oh no. Zarby! Zarby, no, go back! The level was back!
No.
Yeah, this is...
you can see him kind of stuttering. He might just be thinking, like, he's trying to figure out where exactly it is.
You know what left this level around here somewhere? Yeah, he's right on it right now. One more over. Come on. No, no, no.
Keep going. Okay.
No, the other way. Almost. No!
Wrong side.
That's alright, he'll get it.
Get it.
Nope, nope, further away. One more.
Further over.
Yep. Alright, he's in.
Oh, no.
He's in level 7 now. Good.
Oh, okay.
Good. How many bombs? 2 bombs to spare. 2 bombs to spare. He's in.
Alright.
In is good.
Zugman, I believe, is searching around for his arrow shop, potentially. And let's see if Zarby makes quicker work of level 7 than Zugman did, as he finds the magic shield now. Gonna give him protection against some fireballs and Wizrobe beams. And that could be really big inside level 9, even with 0 HP enemies, if Wizrobes are in level 9.
3 options in level 7. Go immediately up, and then explore the northern part of the dungeon. Go to the east when you immediately enter, and explore the bottom part of the dungeon. Or, if you happen upon a staircase, just randomly take it and hope for the best.
And chat's pointing out, the reason they may be avoiding the White Sword location is that they got the hint about the magic boomerang being by a lake, which... I mean, to be fair, the White Sword place is by a lake. Isn't that by a lake?
Yeah, it's definitely considered by a lake, but
it still could be truthful. It still could be a good hint.
We've had nothing but lies this seed. What's to trust it now? I wouldn't. 50% of the time, it's wrong 100% of the time.
That doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, and a big early compass find for Zarby, so I think this will be a much quicker level 7 for Zarby, because he's already got the item, he just needs to book it.
Yep, as long as he doesn't run out of bombs. Now, he does not have the boomstick like his counterpart Zugman does, so he's not able to just use bombs all willy-nilly. Like, hopefully he gets a bomb drop, because I think it was more than these 3 bombs that he has to get there. It was a little bit of a convoluted path.
Yeah, Zarby might have a little bit more directed path, and he might choose a more directed path based on his bomb count right now.
Not a bad call, though. We haven't seen all the rooms in 7, nor do I remember every single room in detail.
No, I don't either.
But yeah, level 4 for Zugman. Beautiful level 4. I love this level 2 palette.
And we'll see what the item is in here, because we know it's not the magic key.
Nope, it could either be silver arrows, red candle,
red ring,
magic boomerang, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we got. Triforce, Zarby. He found a nice direct path.
Really good. So yeah, much better level 7, so that gives Zarby a bit of time gain on what Zugman did here. And both players have equal Triforces here. Let's see where Zarby goes now. If he's going to go and purchase arrows and go to level 8, or if he's going to go straight to level 4.
And yeah, Zugman at level 4, he's got to have the raft. I just missed the pickup, so I just marked it off on the tracker now.
Yes, they both completed level 2 and got the raft.
Totally missed it. Too much going on.
That's all right. I appreciate you taking the reins on that. Okay, yep, and it looks like Zarby's going to level 4, maybe. I can't blame him for that. That's probably what I would do, but he might be searching some caves to figure out if he can find those arrows.
Yeah, I think he's actually referencing a map now and looking for money locations.
Okay.
Because he wants that boomstick, especially for level 9. You want that boomstick.
Yeah, even though it is vanilla shapes level 9, as Zoomman picks up the Triforce in level 4 and not going for the item, as far as I know, and I think that's a smart play. Based on what we've seen, it's a very easy thing to think that the silver arrows in the red ring are in level 9 now, so I would just book it out of there as well.
Yeah, I just noticed that Zarby also hasn't picked up arrows yet, so he's, it's not looking likely for him that he's going to be getting the boomstick before 9, unless he gets every single 30 secret that's left on the map, which would take a lot of time out of his run.
Exactly. Yeah, hopefully he hasn't visited level 8 in a long time, so hopefully he remembers that he was blocked in there and that his money should be going first and foremost to arrows, and then, secondly, going towards any upgrades that he would need.
Yeah, it looks like at this point Zookman's also searching for the one shop that has the arrows, which we know, we've seen it, it's on the East Coast, and at least one of these guys have seen it because we know where it is.
Yeah, and there's a comment in chat here from R106 that why is there an any key? Is it a place to avoid softlocks? You don't need the any key to beat the game or the randomizer, but having the any key can definitely help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the magic key in the vanilla game. I think it's the real name for it.
Yes.
It's or the lion key. You find it in the lion dungeon, which is level 8, and you find it late in the game because you want to use it. Normally, if you play the game vanilla-wise, you'll use all your keys exploring the dungeons because you don't know exactly where to go. You won't end up with a plethora of keys in order to go through level 9. Level 9 has so many locked doors in it as well in the vanilla game. So they give you the magic key right at the end of the game, so you can go through level 9 and not have to worry about key drops.
Yes.
So that just transfers over from vanilla into red. It just exists.
Yeah, and there's plenty of seeds that you can. It's all random, so I've done plenty of seeds where you don't get the magical key, and you can still beat the randomizer. As we get a red candle pickup on Zarby's side.
Yeah, this match is about to be all tied up. They're all going to have the same items. Zookman's going to have the boomstick, and Zarby is not. But I think Zarby might know the location of the arrows. One of these guys has seen the location. It's either they forgot it or they know it and haven't gone back to it. We're going to have to find out. This match is all tied up. It all comes down to who's going to find the arrows first. Yeah,
who finds the arrows, gets through level 8, because we still have to navigate level 8 and level 9. So this is a close race, ladies and gentlemen.
Random effect. Guess what we're going to see? Finally, 48 minutes into this match,
we might see the white sword item.
Worlds. It is.
Isn't the
white sword? There it is. So he's just cut down the amount of hits he has to do against Ganon in half.
If we have a normal or random HP game.
Yes. Well, you just have to use a half a hit now instead of a single hit on zero HP game.
Alright, so now, Zookman trying to find that arrow shop, because now he has everything he needs and ever wants in life.
Oh, Zarby, don't raise enough money for the boomstick. Don't buy the boomstick. You know you need arrows. You know you need arrows. Save your money. Get to the East Coast. That's all you need. I'm talking like he can actually hear me, but obviously he can't. Both these players are playing blind, don't have any other knowledge of what the other players are doing except for what they are doing and what they have seen.
Yeah, and a good point in chat is that both bananas may be in level 8 and are highly likely to be in level 8. But this could be that one weird seed. We've seen it before where, you found every item except for one, and we don't know if the silvers are still in 9 or not. We do not know that, but it's looking highly, highly likely.
Zarby is going to find the arrows here in this cave. Let's see if he buys them. Yep, because he does buy them. So he will be the first into level 8 and past that Goma block that we saw early in level 8. Big. That's huge at this point.
And the arrows are right near level 8, so that's even better that he doesn't have to backtrack too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Right there, he just needs to make his way over a few screens. Opting to go around that level 8 spot because he cannot burn that bush. That's his second quest, Overworld. That bush does not burn. It's inflammable? No, it's flammable. No, it means the same thing. What's wrong with the United States?
Alright, so we're going to get a better look at level 8 now. once we get past this Goma here. And yeah, both players should know I'm just looking for the Triforce. I don't need to really clear any rooms at this point or go down any staircases. We're just in go mode.
Yep. Makes quick work of that Goma, and immediately is Goma blocked into the next room. Wow.
What is happening?
I've never seen that. Double Goma block in level 8 there. And oh my god, if he came in there with like 5 rupees and used them all in the first Goma.
Terrible.
He would have to go farm rupees. But thankfully he's got a decent amount in his inventory and can get past that second blue Goma. Wow. Spider infestation at level 8.
Yeah, and he's taken a staircase. He actually passed up a single room on the right to get into that second Goma block, and then takes the stairs instead of kind of keeping his pathing. It's an interesting routing choice here.
Not out of the ordinary to necessarily do that. A lot of people like to methodically clear. I think taking the risk, especially when you're 51 minutes into the seed, is not out of the question. It's probably not something that a lot of people will do, but if it does lead him to a Triforce earlier than methodically going through the dungeon, it will pay off in dividends.
True.
Playing it risky
now. Yeah, Zugman now, I think he's contemplating. He might be now pulling up a map or something, trying to really figure out where the heck are these arrows in the second quest overworld.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure that it was Zugman who ran into him originally on the East Coast. I think he just failed to mark it or failed to notice that arrows were being sold there. You usually don't note it in your head that, hey, I'm going to need wooden arrows this seed. It's not a likely chance that it happens. It does happen,
yeah,
but not all the time.
I've now lost enough randomizer seeds to not marking key shops and not marking arrow shops that I do it now.
Oh, key shops is a big one, especially if magic key is deep in level 9 and there's a lot of key doors to get through there and you run out. You're like, I just need one more key. Where was that shop?
Definitely had to purchase them before. As we see, the second boomerang, the inferior model, confirming red ring and silver arrows. If we didn't already know it, red ring and silver arrows are in level 9. And another death on Zarby's side. He's got to be careful. This level 8, a lot of these enemies to 2 hearts of damage with the green tunic, and he's got to explore a lot of this level. It's going to be hard when he keeps dying and going back to 3 hearts.
Yeah, it looks like Zugman is definitely doing his research right now.
Yeah.
Taking some time to take a breath, maybe a sip of coffee, check a map, see what he hasn't seen yet.
Yeah, I think he is. It's not illegal in this randomizer to pull up maps, so he's probably going to his internet, pulling it up, and searching around.
Well, nothing's illegal. It's not against the rules.
Well, against the rule. I guess I equate that to illegal.
Randomizer police is gonna come arrest you. Watch out! Oh yeah, no, he must have heard the sirens because he's moving now.
See, that was my plan all along.
Yeah, we got him. Good to go. So Zarby cleared a lot of this dungeon already. That Triforce is just hiding from him. It might be in one of those offshoot rooms on the side. You might be right.
And now he's taking a bit more. He's already searched a bit. He's doing more of the traditional pathing of level 8 here, going around. And we'll see when he picks it up. And he could have a sizable lead on Zugman going inside of level 9.
Yeah, Zugman looks like he's beelining his way to the East Coast.
And Zarby taking another death. This is where, picking up a potion instead of a heart on the take any's could have helped him. He's not too far from a fairy fountain if he needs to go and fill up before he comes back. That might be the option. If you keep dying in here, that's one option you can do.
Yep, Zugman's hot on his tail. He'll be entering level 8 here in just a moment. Also has the wooden arrows, and will be able to get past those Goma blocks. So tying it back up, the only thing Zarby has against Zugman right now is his sizable lead in knowledge and exploration of level 8. Zugman unfortunately takes a death though on the overworld.
Ooh, right outside level 8 too. This is how you. There's a bunch of ways to lose time in seeds like this. One of them is just kind of navigating the levels incorrectly, and the other one is just bad deaths like this, like we're seeing right now.
Yeah, One quick whistle trip away, though. Whistles over level 2. He's going to pop his head down into level 8. Zarby having some trouble here with these Dark Nuts. They still do that 2 hearts of damage. No defense over on Zarby's side.
And Zoogman might have an advantage here because he has the boomstick, which the bombs can have a bit of a range and kill Darknuts from afar if you do it correctly. Zarby does not have that option.
Yeah, correct. That's a big advantage there, especially when it comes to level 9 with all of the potential bomb walls. Zarby's gonna have to be very conservative with his bombs, might go through more key doors. Zoogman might be blasting open bomb walls left and right, and taking completely different paths, just based on their key count and bomb count and utility items like the boomstick.
Yeah. So, I mean, we had talked about level 9 being the great equalizer. I might have to amend that and say level 8 seems to be the great equalizer here.
And if Zoogman's not careful, he doesn't know it yet, but if he's not careful with this Goma, he only has 9 arrows left.
Oh, he's got the extra Goma block.
He's got a second Goma! So he's in that situation we were just talking about right here, and each Goma looks like it takes at least 4 hits. Zarby does find the Triforce. Yeah, random HP for them. Yep, 4 hits for a blue Goma. He has just enough to get through this next Goma. Don't waste your arrows in this room. No, he's throwing arrows left and right. Only has 2 rupees. Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Get your not like this is out in chat.
Not like this. He has to get at least, he doesn't know it yet, but he has to get at least 2 more rupees to advance through this dungeon. Grabs 1. He's in okay shape right now. But even if he has 4 rupees, he has to make sure that every shot hits that Goma right dead center in the eye while the eyeball's open. Very difficult to do. And here he goes. 3. Oh no! He realizes it right away. I only have 3 rupees, and he tries bombing his way around with no avail. He has to come back with more rupees. What a terrible fate for Zoogman.
This level 8.
This is out of control right now. See, that's the commentator's curse. I said it before on Zarby's side, and it happened to Zoogman. I don't feel bad at all. Because this is quality entertainment, folks. This is what we look for in these Zelda Randomizer tournaments. Moments like this of pure randomness. Yeah,
now he's realizing he was trying to go back into different rooms of level 8, seeing if he could pick up any more money, and realizing that I've just got more Gomas. This doesn't work.
Yeah, and maybe he'll grab. Okay, he has 5 now. He can afford to miss 1. I think he's gonna farm up a little bit more just for safety.
Yeah, and Zarby doing great things. He picked up bombs and picked up a potion before he's heading into level 9. That's a great move for Zarby.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe he'll check the White Sword Cave too on the way. We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, he's going that direction. I mean, he should know now on his map where level 9 is, and he's not whistling or anything like that. So he might be going to check that out and saying, okay, now I need all these upgrades. Let's go and get them.
Yeah, last minute stop before you go on your big adventure. Little shopping trip. You'll pick up your essentials, you know.
Yep. And as Chat's pointing out, we do have the enemy HP and the boss HP are separate flags. So the enemy HP is 0, but the boss HP is random.
You don't want it.
And Zarby passing it up again. I really hope this doesn't come back to bite him. We've seen a race already in this tournament where somebody didn't pick up the white sword and Ganon was not 0 HP, and it cost him the race.
Yeah, he said, I don't want it, so he didn't get it. If Ganon happens to be normal HP, he could be 15 hits with that wood sword, and with no defense, and Ganon with, when you have no defense, Ganon's fireballs do 1 heart of damage, and hugs from Ganon, if he touches you, 4 hearts of damage. You die immediately.
That big Hyrule driver, we could see it.
Hopefully not, but you never know. Murphy's Law says, if you don't pick up the white sword, it's not 0 HP Ganon.
Pretty much. And you never know what you're going to run into. I mean, we know that red ring and silver arrows are in 9. We don't know, what you're going to run into as you go through, but you can pretty much just be... I would always just assume you're not going to find it.
He's going to pick up the letter here? Just in case he wants to buy more potion.
Yeah, I believe there is a potion shop up here, so...
And I never marked level 9 on the map. Vanilla level 9 is there in the top left corner of the map in second quest.
All the way in the corner.
The tippy top. So here he goes, first person in level 9 at 1 hour and 39 seconds, Zarby89. Let's see what he can do here.
And let's see how he navigates. So we still haven't seen Ganon or Zelda's room, so the smart choice is just to keep moving up, up, up. Because if Zelda is in her room, it's only accessible from the bottom. And so to navigate 9, we don't know if Ganon is required, and he's taken staircases already. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think he might think that he's behind, and taking those staircases gives him that edge of...
Oh, no!
Yeah, I saw that too. It was Zelda's room, but Zelda was not in there. I never get excited anymore because that happens. You can see Zelda's room, vanilla room, but she's not in there. That means Ganon's not in his normal room. Zelda can be accessible from any direction, north, south, east, or west.
Yep. And chat is maybe saying that I don't have the audio up, but maybe we are hearing Ganon. Or no, that's maybe he's just commenting on something. Yeah, I think Joe had heard the roar of Patra, not Ganon. So Ganon and Patra's roars are very similar, but are distinct, and you can tell them apart. It's just kind of difficult.
Yeah, sometimes you can hear Ganon through a Patra. You get like a split second of distorted audio before Patra starts roaring if Ganon is adjacent to a Patra room.
Yes.
And it's hard to tell though.
And so now, so now in Zarby's mind, he's already found Zelda's room. So now, if I armed with that knowledge, I'd be going into every room now.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. You never know where Zelda's going to be. You don't know if Ganon's forced or not. You could just run into Zelda in the first room on the right when you walk in. But, you can't leave any stone unturned at this point. You can't access it. You can't necessarily just access it from the southern side going north. You can go from any direction. So.
Yep, yeah. And the shield paying dividends for Zarby here, and what he really should be finding, if he understands, I'm not sure how much of the vanilla game he understands, he should be trying to search for that dark, not a dark room, but the black ground room, like this one.
Like the one he just went through.
And clearing it, and he doesn't clear it, because the compass should be in one of those rooms, and he doesn't clear it. There's
3, I think, in level 9 that are drop rooms, and one of those 3 has a compass. He had a 33.3% chance that the compass was in that room, and he could have found the location of Zelda. Just like that.
Yep, and he takes an unfortunate Wizrobe death. I mean, this happens. Now he's down to 3 hearts going back in. Zugman is making his way still through level 8. I believe he's not very far from the Triforce. He just needs to navigate a few more rooms.
That's correct, and he just picks up a compass, yep.
Yep, now he knows. He knows he needs to clear out, or he should clear out this Darknet room, and we got a race, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, Zarby has a little bit of extra knowledge on Zugman at this point. But Zugman has the big deciding factor of a lot of races, the boomstick in hand.
Mm-hmm. And that could still come into play. Zarby down to 4 bombs already. And yeah, Bartman's pointing out in chat, I know 1 or 2 things about not clearing the rooms for the compass.
Feels bad, man.
I did that in my race on Sunday, last night.
Yep, but you'll never do it again.
Never.
No, you learn. So here we go. Zugman.
I don't know. I can't say never, but it was the nerves going on. We were playing a very easy seed, and it was just nerves at me.
Triforce and level 8 pickup by Zugman on his way now to Death Mountain. Let's see if he does a little shopping on the way or if he just rushes it. He doesn't know it at this point, but he has to rush it.
I would just rush it. I mean, he's got bombs, he's got boomstick. I would just rush.
We have compass.
Oh, baby.
Compass site over on Zarby89. Now we know the location of Zelda in level 9, located at that flashing red spot underneath the letter V in level. Halfway through the dungeon there.
And I'm not sure why. I would just up an A right here. There was a path to the left of the entrance. I would just up an A and go right back.
I wouldn't. I'd stay the track. I think he's got a clean shot here if he just goes down south and follows it this way. And that's the mentality of 2 different Zelda randomizer runners.
You can... Yeah. Oh no! Get in there!
He's got to watch out. Only a heart and a half of life left. Any one of those Wizro bops or beams would have taken him down real quick. Same thing with his land mola in this next room. Everything is out to get him. He's only a few rooms away. Gets the bomb door, goes south 1 room. He is now 2 rooms away from Zelda.
Let's go! The clench! With the
He's
clench!
now 1 room away in either direction. He doesn't know if he wants to go down south or east or west, but he goes...
No, he's going to the staircase!
Maybe he's like, red rings in there. Maybe I need that. Or silver arrow. And the door is open, guys!
Oh,
there is a key door to Zelda. Zarby89 is going to wrap this up if he knows how to ladder clip. Oh my god! Get that ladder clip.
Look at this room!
I am on my knees, ladies and gentlemen. I just freaked out.
This comes down to that clip takes.
He got it, and he's in there. Zarby89 has just won this seed. Wow! What a level 9! I'm sorry, I was just... Woo! Oh, that was exciting as heck, guys. Great job by Zarby89. Finding that compass, that was key. Finishing up level 9 before Zugman enters at 1:06:13 on his time. Official SRL time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 17 seconds. Congratulations, Zarby89.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! Wow. I think I might be having a heart attack. Oh,
you can't ask for a better excitement at the end of this race. I mean, it was close all the way through. It was just a bit of navigation in certain levels. The better arrow find on Zarby's side that really made the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if Zuckman ends up running into the getting bopped by that Wizrobe. The Wizrobe beam doing some damage. Let's see if when he runs into this this black floor room, if he clears it and finds that compass. Because if he does, he will be probably beelining it over to Zelda, and we'll find out that the silver arrows aren't required. Crazy.
But the room was actually quite sort of north center, if I do recall right. So it's not a room he's going to go to immediately, but we'll see his pathing.
Yeah, definitely a workout to commentate this race, that's for sure. I don't know how you commentators do it all the time. I'd much rather be the guy behind the scenes pushing the buttons.
Oh man, I love commentating. It's great.
It's,
especially on good races like this. It was exciting to watch it all the way through.
Yeah, I'm usually this animated behind the scenes as well when I'm clicking buttons. I'll click it as hard as I can. I'll jump up and raise my hands and scream at the top of my lungs. But nobody gets to see that part. So Zuckman making good work of that that boomstick, opening up doors, but not finding exactly what he wants. Did he see Zelda's room yet? No, you need to
I don't think he did. No,
right?
Yeah, he didn't take the passage, but he's heading sort of in the right direction for the compass.
Yeah, he's not too far away from that. It was like up and left a few. Wow, that boomstick just opened up 3 walls within that short period of time. That's how powerful this weapon / utility item is.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we'll have Zarby89 in here because he does not have a working mic at this point. So unfortunately, we are not going to have an interview with Zarby89, but he thanks everyone and looks forward to the next race, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then he moves on to 2-2, getting a spot in that ever-coveted race-off that will be happening, I believe, May 4th. Is that correct?
That's a Saturday, right? Yes. No, it's May 6th.
I'll go look at it.
This Saturday, May 6th.
May 6th, okay.
12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's noon Eastern Time. 3 o'clock Pacific. Nope, the other way around. 9 o'clock Pacific. Wow. Time zones. Yes. How do they work?
Come on, I could have told you that. I'm in the Pacific.
Shh. You hush you. So
All
this
right,
is the room here with the compass. Yes.
Is it? Okay.
This
so
is
he is clearing.
There it
Yes! All right, now he should make it down, and we're going to wrap this one up. He's going to try to find his way as best he can.
Yeah, it was a straight shot.
Clear out
like
the seed.
Good.
Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it was a straight shot and had multiple paths to get there. From what I saw on Zarby's travel to the princess from the compass location. So making the right move, not up-Aing, taking a direct path. Hopefully he bombs down in this room. That'll put him one room away.
We'll see how good his ladder clip is going to be, because we saw him try to do it on the coast, and it was having a bit of problems, but he's going to have, no fireballs coming at him, so... and interesting, he's looking in the cave, too. He doesn't know what he's going to find. Both players.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, he already knows he's in second place.
Yeah, maybe in second place if you're interested. The curiosity right there, just drawing him in. But yes, let's see if he can figure out how to ladder clip. I'm sure he can do it. There it is. First shot. Gets it and is going to finish this race up with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 40 seconds. Great job, Zookman. Great job, both of these racers. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that's not... I mean, we did have, vanilla second quest locations and some zero enemy HP, but still completing this randomizer in under an hour and a half is a good feat, so congratulations to both these guys.
Absolutely. And thankfully, they didn't have to search for the silver arrows. I wonder where those silver arrows were. Well, I guess they'll just sleep forever. Until the next game. So, this was a race. I wonder if Zookman would like to come in for an interview.
Yeah, I'm going to check and see if Zookman wants to come in for an interview. I don't remember him interviewing before, so he might not.
I believe he needs a translator from French.
Yes.
So if
maybe Panulf will come in here.
Yes, we need our French ambassador Panulf for an interview.
Our baguette ambassador.
Yes. Panulf and Zookman, come on down! You're the next contestants on The Interview is Right. Huh? No?
Alright.
Yeah.
I think he's going to try. He's going to come in.
Yep, and Pan is doing the thing.
Baguette, croissant.
Hello, Panulf. What is up?
Yeah, he's going to try.
Excellent.
Okay, great. And Panulf, another Zelda 1 runner, was in this randomizer tournament as well, and we thank him for coming in and doing some translations for us. How are you doing today, Pam?
I'm fine. What about you guys?
I think me and Jam have to have our hearts calm down from that race.
Still trying to catch my breath.
It was tense. It was tense. Nice race.
Very much so. So, all right. It looks like we have Zookman here in the chat. Hello, Zookman. How are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yes. Okay. It was difficult. Easy seed, I think, but bad choice, and I have some difficulties with the second quest.
Yeah, we were kind of noticing that it seemed to. I mean, it's not something that people play very often, and it seemed the arrows were eluding you for quite a while. Can you tell us about that?
Ouais, il dit que tu as eu du mal avec les flèches.
Oui.
Donc, vas-y,
ouais, c'est ça.
Dis un peu ce que tu penses.
Je sais pas comment le dire en fait. Mais...
Bah, dis-le en français, je traduis.
Tu lui dis que je m'étais fait un petit plan, surtout où il y avait tous les shops de noter en fait, et que le shop avec les flèches, il n'y était pas.
So yeah, he had a hand-drawn map with all the shops marked on it, but unfortunately, the one remaining shop was not on it.
Oh wow!
So I went on internet to search another plan.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking that was happening when we were on the pause screen for quite a while.
Yeah, perfect. That was definitely exactly what you needed to do. Like even the best runners will pull up a map sometimes and reference that. So definitely good call on your part.
Ouais, bien joué d'avoir été chercher un plan sur internet.
Okay, thank you. But after that, I was very nervous and I played bad.
I think, I mean, it was just some unfortunate circumstances. It was, I mean, I think the major time difference seemed to be the arrows, and it seemed to be your navigation just of a few levels. Zarby was a bit more efficient in navigating some levels, especially level 7.
Yes. I think I've lost about 20 minutes with my mistakes. C'est compréhensible ce que je dis.
Well, yeah, but Zarby had the same mistakes. So Zarby was not finding the arrows either. So both of you were kind of searching around for a good, I would maybe say 5 minutes or so. What do you think, Jam? 5 minutes trying to find arrows? At least?
Sorry, I had to let the cat out. Yeah, absolutely. It was about at least 5 minutes. Yeah, you stood there for a few seconds. We saw that you were pulling up some sort of map. As soon as we noticed it and mentioned it, you must have found it. It clicked for you, and you just ran your way to the coast. It was definitely the big deciding factor. You were both looking for arrows at the same time. Zarby just happened to find them first. Big advantage you had though is you had boomstick, and that was definitely very helpful, especially in level 9 where you just got to blow up all the walls.
Ouais, c'est vraiment les flèches qui t'ont mis dedans en fait, et vous étiez tous les deux en train de chercher les flèches et il les a trouvées un peu avant toi, et puis l'avantage que t'avais avec le boomstick, t'as pas pu t'en servir.
I heard boomstick. Must be good.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really exciting race to watch overall. The times, 106 to 111, a very close race. I'm sure it was exciting for all of our viewers. And Zarby is going to be moving on to the race-off, as we mentioned, that's going to be on Saturday. But unfortunately, Zugman, going 1-3, is not advancing. But I hope you did have fun in the tournament. I think was this your first tournament, Randomizer?
Zugman, c'était ton premier tournoi?
Yes, it's my first tournament. And I am very happy for the participation. And there is a great team and a good organization.
Yeah, thank you. That's great.
Yeah, we're glad to have you on board, man. We'll look forward to your performances, hopefully, in the next tournament.
Okay, so thank you. If there is another tournament, I want to
yeah, Jam, can you talk about that?
To rejoin, yes.
Nice. Is there talk about another tournament at some point?
Oh yeah, well we're focused on this one right now, but yeah, we plan as a community to have 2 of these tournaments a year, one in the fall and one in the spring. The fall is going to be a standardized type tournament with standard flag sets, and then these spring tournaments are going to be something a little different each time. Like this time, it's the focus is on random percent. Next time, it could be anything. So a lot, yeah, it's going to be very diverse as far as it's not going to be the same thing every time.
Yeah, so we do look forward to you joining up in the fall for the next tournament. And with that, do you have anything else you want to say, Zugman?
T'as d'autres choses à dire? Il y aura un tournoi pour l'automne, prochain tournoi.
Bah non, après j'ai dit que je voulais participer, mais j'ai dit tout ce que j'avais à dire.
He said everything he had to say. And, looking forward.
Excuse me for my bad.
Okay.
Excuse me for my English.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming in.
It's better than you think it is. You have a decent command of the English language, so
yes.
Great job. And everyone, thank you very much for your participation. Vanilla, thank you for the translation. Zugman, thank you for playing. And my co-commentator, Random Effect, great job today. Thank you very much for that. big shout outs to Speed Gaming and Fiesel for doing the restream, picking it up last minute. Always prepared, always willing to help out, and does a great job.
Yes, thank you.
I have nothing further. As if you'd have nothing further, Random, go ahead and take us out.
All right, just be sure to check out, I believe if you type !Z1R in chat, you can look at the upcoming schedule. We do have more races tonight, and I believe there's another race also on, oh man, is it like Thursday? I think Thursday is the last race, May 4th.
Oh, there's one more race that hasn't been scheduled yet.
Oh, okay.
And that is
check out the schedule.
My race versus Jay Coper, so that'll
Okay.
get up there too, yeah.
All right. So yeah, check out the schedule. It has information on where it's being restreamed, who the commentators are, who the racers are. And yeah, we're just really excited to be showcasing this. Thank you again to Speed Gaming. And I think with that, we will take off. I am Random Effect. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.